morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And it is the first after I turned 70.
How does it feel?
I feel okay. Psychologically, I feel all of a sudden I've become more conscious. It's a psychological thing. I'm sure in a few days it will pick up.
Age is just a number.
Well, maybe if you say so. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody, all of you, loads of listeners and so on and so forth, who went on Facebook, and it was massive. I was completely embarrassed, because by nature I'm a very reserved person. I like to do my things quietly. Indeed, this is my first birthday I'm going to celebrate in this manner. I've never. The little reception I had was forced on me by my children, and I do give them. I'd like to thank them for my 3 kids, and especially my son-in-law, for all the efforts they put into it. Of course, we couldn't invite. I could only invite very, very close friends. Because it was done in my house. We just had some get-together in my house. But I cherish all of you for, your messages and so on and so forth. I thank you all. The Freedom Park have this thing they call Speaker's Corner. And this month's own was programmed to accommodate me, which is what is going to happen this evening at the Freedom Park. I think it's 7 o'clock, and it's an open event. So, but I don't know. It's not a party. Don't come there and that's saying that. There's no. I don't know. I don't think. I'm not too sure if there's going to be any entertainment, but it will start at 7. I think what it would be that I might be asked to make a few comments, and then people can ask me questions, because I hear they say they want to roast me. So I think some people might ask the questions on some of the issues that we have said the story for another day. I think that day has come today. It will be much freer. I'll be much freer to talk, to be honest with you, because I won't be on radio. There will be no NBC behind my back. And I don't think there will be anything for the police to worry about. If they'll be looking for somebody they can charge for, is it cybercrime, whatever, I won't be the one. But it will be fun, and we will tell ourselves some home truths. It is important in Nigeria that those in power must know that whatever they say and whatever they do, Nigerians are now in the mood to tell themselves some home truths and to tell those who are leading them. I don't think that it will be business as usual. I think what we have suffered, and the suffering has gone all the way to even those, and that is the irony and the sad part. Let's look at it this way now. Now I hear that there's a very strong rumor. I hear that government hasn't paid the minimum wage agreed. At least about 2 weeks ago, I heard that some federal institutions hadn't been paid. I think the copper zone has been increased. So some of those who are even in enforcement, to put it in quotes, they too are suffering. Like the NBC that had to ban Abdul Idris, or what's his name? Idris Aluma, what's his name? Abdul Karim Idris. Some of them in the NBC themselves, they themselves are they are suffering. But they have to keep their jobs, because psychophancy is the order of the day. When I say psychophancy, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. But you have to be seen, which is very unfortunate. You have to be seen to be loyal. You have to show your loyalty. And you have to show it well, such that you find yourself doing some things in a bit just to show that you're loyal. You find yourself doing some things that might even affect government. Like this Idris, what's his name again? Abdul Karim Idris.
I know it's not Idris Abdul Karim.
Idris Abdul. I don't know why I call him Idris Abdul. Anything I don't know, I can always say his old age. You get away with it. So this Idris Abubakar's song. History has shown that the things that you ban, even the days before the social media, are the things that become more popular. Do you know, for example, some of you who are young will not know that Fela's music wasn't played on radio for a very long time. It wasn't played on radio for a very... During the military, you can't play a song like Zombie. Or you can't play a song like ITT or Authority Stealing. You know. But his music was so popular. I don't think there's any musician that, living or dead, even today, well, let me be careful. You know, that was more popular than Fela is popular then. Some might not just like his music, but he was very popular. So I think he was ill-advised. But I think that they just have to show their loyalty to the president, that the son of the president is involved and so on and so forth. Because according to the gentleman, he said he was replying the president's son, who he was quite activated in the speech that he gave. I don't know where, but it's on the social media. I was saying something to the effect that his father is the best president. Well, maybe for his age group, he might think he's the best. Maybe Buhari is the only other president he knows. But for some of us, we know they are presidents and they are presidents. You know. And going forward for me, because on that day, okay, so we had a kind of small reception. I had most 90% of those who came from my side were my personal friends. I don't do events and invite this one and that one and by title, no. They were people I considered my very personal friends. And I'd like to recognize them. There was my old boys were there, of course. My old boys were there. Methodist Boys High School, my class 71. They were there in full. All my friends were there. Bartholomew, Ulusha Sokuyoru was there. One of my friends we call Baba. I think he's one of the oldest. By the way, I'm the youngest in my class. I think I'm older than just one person. Akitoye, I think. They were there, you know, in small numbers. My constituency was there. Vanguard. I must thank the guys from Nigeria Info. Thank them. I didn't even know it was at the party that somebody told me that Nigeria Info placed an advert in Business Day. And I was taken by surprise, and I do thank them. The Nigeria Info has been particularly good to me. I'm not saying it because I'm sitting in here. They've been very, very good to me, and I have to appreciate that publicly. Going by some of the little things that have affected me in my life, including my exits from other places, Nigeria Info has been very, very wonderful. The cake they gave me, I had smuggled that one to my fridge and kept it there because I knew it came from Chocolate Royale. Fantastic cake. Not that the other cakes were not good, but hey. They were there. My colleagues from the Paris Confraternity turned up in numbers. And we made a little noise. And I made a little noise to reassert the fact that I still believe in the principles of the Paris Confraternity that has guided me till this day. This gentleman whose voice you are hearing became what he is today in terms of thinking right from that point, being a member of the Pirates. And I headed it in my final year in Unilag. I was a Capone. And I tell you, of course, there's a misunderstanding about this. They said we were drinking blood. They said we were doing this and all that. I found that very, very, we used to find it very, very amusing. I must say, even before I joined, I said, One day I'll tell you the story of my sojourn in the Paris Confraternity. One day myself, K. Mahmoudou. K. Mahmoudou was in Uniben. We both joined in Uniben, then I went to Unilag. And we both became heads, well, like twins. The same year in our final year, both of us headed our various divisions, or what we call decks. There is nothing cultish about the pirates. If you have read a book called Treasure Island, you know, well, Professor Sheinka and his imagination and so on, literally whatever. They just fashioned it after a book called Treasure Island. That's all there is to it. We were not killing people. When I hear people say that, pirates, they are cultists. No. What happened later in life is that was a general Nigeria problem. And it really and truly started from when we started dismissing some of the bad eggs of those who were not taking various groups. They too started well, to be honest with you. When I think of one or two of the other organizations that came up, there was practically nothing wrong with them. But later, society, the degeneration in society, and the fact that as we moved on in this country, people felt the need to go and hide under a group or whatever for self-preservation, and that's what we still have till today. Today now, everybody carries one sticker or the other on his car. I have a press sticker on my car, for example, so once police is car, whereby he told the press, just let him go. By the way, the FRSC, they stopped me yesterday. And because I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, so I think from far they thought maybe this is one maybe they thought it was one of these boys, you know. So the man wanted to check me on, seeing that I was a par. He passed the thing to his boss. And I know in Nigeria sometimes you must know your country. Some things that start innocently like that, if you're not careful, your whole day could be spent there. So I found my way out of it. Yeah. Let me just put it that way. I found my way out of it, and we all had a good laugh. So I'd like to thank Methodist Boys High School, the Pirates, Vanguard too. My colleagues in the Vanguard were all there. Then my general friends, Larry, the Wolves, people, you know. One thing is, of course, there was no loud music. Or we just sat down. It was just lunch, no big deal. Coffee you missed, but let's leave that one. We just sat down. Don't put on the mic, don't worry. We just sat down. I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to thank you too, Kofi, because you held the fort whilst other people went to enjoy. We will reverse the roles very soon. And one or two people came from listening. I don't want to embarrass them. And I'd like to especially thank Ambassador Musbao, who said that he kept calling me that they wanted to know where and when it was going on, you know, and he wasn't able to make it, but I appreciate the effort. Going forward now, what I said on that day, I want to repeat here. Now that I'm 70, I have nothing to fear. When I say nothing to fear, I don't mean I'm going to get reckless. But I have already fulfilled the obligation in the Bible. What do they call it? 70. So what it means is that I can not get reckless, but I can be more resolute. Because I believe very strongly that this country needs the truth. And only the truth will set us free. So because I've gotten to an age where society, whether you like it or not, our society gives older people an authority. Not to misbehave, but maybe they'll get more attention. Maybe now that some of those urchins, those boys you have on the social media, when they insult me, they know that they are insulting a 70-year-old, which itself has always been sad. And believe you me, from the depths of my heart, I always pray for them. Because it is for them that we are doing these things. Somebody was paying some tribute to me, and he said that, Jimmy, I know if you wanted to be a multi-billionaire, you could easily have done it. I've been offered all kinds of juicy things. But like I told you, like we were taught straight from school, my school motto is non sibi sedalis. It says, not for us, but for others. Not for us, but for others. And believe you me, in our time, those things mattered. You'll always be told. And as a pirate, the first rule in piracy is not to be drunk or whatever. It's to make sure that you make your impact for justice in your environment. And that is not going to change. I'm even strengthened further now. Not that I want to die. No, I don't want that. I still look very well before I cross the road. But you will find a stronger me going forward. You find a stronger me going forward. Because Nigeria, where Nigeria is, if care is not taken, very soon, I hope people don't have to go to the trenches. There's a cloud of dictatorship I can see ahead, which can be avoided. For example, I hope some of you know that if there's a state of emergency in this country, you cannot conduct elections. I hope you know that. And therefore, irrespective of whether the president's tenure is up or not, if there's a state of emergency means you abandon a large part of the constitution and so on and so forth. So these little things we have to look out for. You have to smell the coffee. Look at the flashpoints all over the country. It could be the beginning of something, but I hope not. I hope not. No, I don't know about martial law, but I'd like us to be very, very watchful. What is happening in Rivers is significant. A man is supposed to stay for 6 months, and what does he do? He wipes out all the public, the political office holders. So who gave him the list he's working with? You know, who gave him the list? So if you look at all the troubled areas, you know that we need to be careful. I'd like to call on Mr. President, with all due respect, to please remember that he's President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not the owner. It's not a business. It's not a one-man business. And therefore, if he has the need to go abroad, would he please? That's why we have a vice president. Otherwise, if there was no need for that, we would just have a president and know that wherever he is, because I've heard people say the president can rule from anywhere. No, he can't in any decent society. The day Ronald Reagan was shot, he was going in for an operation. He handed over to Bush. There must never be a vacuum. This story about him going for working abroad, no, that's a lot of whatever. It doesn't sound good to the ears. These things must be challenged nicely. Must be challenged nicely, because what we are looking at ahead, I tell you, is very, very frightening. Oh, by the way, I'd like to thank Mr. Sanwo-Olu, who made a call to me from wherever he was to wish me a happy birthday. I'd like to thank him so much for that. And also the Deputy Governor, who sent a message to me, and my very good abro, Mr. Wahab, who called me on my birthday to wish me a happy birthday. These things mean a lot to one, you know, that at least people appreciate what you are doing and they appreciate what you are all about. It's 9:24. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I hand over the mic to you. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
news and sports after this. What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old. Held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I am paying the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Mr. As my guy don't win, me say don't ginger, no dollar. We did jolly just come welcome offer. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FreeBets to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, so. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
You can't choose when you get sick, but you could choose an HMO that helps you live more life. Now, you could choose an HMO with generic plans or Hygieia HMO's customized plans for every stage of your life.
Now that's more like it.
You could choose an HMO with a handful of hospitals or Hygieia HMO, which has a hospital network of over 2,000 providers within Nigeria with roaming options and no waiting time.
Yeah, that's more convenient.
You could also choose a cheaper HMO that doesn't quite meet your needs. Or you could have Hygieia HMO's comprehensive yet affordable healthcare plans.
That's so amazing!
Life can be more with Hygieia HMO. Live more life with Hygieia HMO. Explore our comprehensive healthcare plans designed to meet your needs. Whether you're an individual, a family, elderly, an SME, or a corporate organization, we have affordable options for everyone. Visit our website at www.hygiehmo.com for more details. Hygieia HMO. Live more life.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions and Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give it some more. Pocari Sweat.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 Naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 Naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 Naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Don't touch that dial. Daily Digest returns.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3
Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. By the way, tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Diabumi Day, and I have a guest. Tomorrow. She's been here. Mrs. Sumbo Bajela. Why did I say Sumbo? Okay, because we call her Sumbi. That's what happened. Sumbo Bajela, she has been there. We call her Sumbi, and she'll be here tomorrow, which will make it a bit riotous. She's one of the few guests that I have, like the Stallion, who can face me one-on-one, to put it that way. Okay, so we are going to open up our lines now. 0201-277-0993. Is that working? Yeah. And wait, I'm coming. And the female line is 0201-465-7190. Let me quickly, 1 second. Let me quickly put a caveat. After today, we are not talking about this birthday or anything again. We'll go back to normal tomorrow, okay? All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Uncle Jimmy. I wish you a happy birthday in arrears.
Thank you very much.
Two questions I want to ask.
Yeah.
I might not be available at Freedom Park, because of logistics.
Yes.
Not because I don't want to.
Yes.
But two questions I want to ask you, and I'll be happy if you can answer, is that perhaps you can give us an idea of what your youth life was in Yaba, where you grew up. That's number one.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
The second question is a dictum that you always say on radio, because I'm an ardent listener to you.
Yes, sir.
Is there any stray bullet, or will there be any stray bullet now that you are 70 years? Thank you.
Bravo.
Okay. The first question about how I grew up, I think I've said that over the years, and I don't want to take, we have less than 30 minutes, so I don't want to take that much time. I think if you've listened in the past, you'll have a fair idea of what. Then, this way of stray bullets is with God. I can assure you the bullet is still alive. Let me confess something that my uncle used to say. I have an uncle, Chief Disu, the Babagun of Lagos. He looked at me one day and said, Jimmy Shmoko Imboniye. I said, He said, Imboniye. Mobiti brother because I was born in the UK and I went to a British school here. All my teachers in primary school, all of them are British people. So I have a bit of Oyinbo in me, and I have some of the eccentricities of Oyinbos. I have it in me. Let me confess to you that honestly, every time I look at myself, I can't believe I'm a 70-year-old man, in any manner speaking. Both in terms of thoughts, in terms of the way I dress. People say I still dress. This is the way. Right from secondary school, I've always dressed like this.
Can I say something about your dress?
No, don't say anything. I've always worn jeans. I've always worn, and I don't intend to stop now. I've always worn shorts. I've always, casually dressed, and I'm not being a formal person. What I'm saying is that if there is going to be stray bullets, there will be. If there will not be stray bullets, there will be. If there is stray bullets, I have adequate. My children they are there to clean up the mess After I've gone. But really and truly, who knows? 70 has suddenly become just a number. If you see a lot of people like in their 70s and their 60s, I think it depends on your mind. It depends on your mind. So let's take the next one. Don't say anything, Kofi. Just keep quiet there. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, sir. My name is Kendi, sir.
Kendi, yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to first wish you an happy birthday and then wish you the many years of return in peace and in prosperity. Sir, my question, sir, is this, sir. On your show, one of the show you did, you invited the guest, and then I really appreciate what you did on that show. For the fact that the guest came late, and then you didn't really give that guest an audience. I saw a lot of disciplinary in that aspect, sir. So, second thing, sir, I don't know if you are hearing me, sir.
I'm listening to you. That's why I'm quiet.
So, the second question is that there was a time you called a guest to the studio, Femi Adebayo, and then he did not come. I don't know if he later reached out to you, because I didn't hear the other part because he didn't come to the show. So I don't know what really happened.
Okay. My interaction with guests is I treat them privately. I'm not one to. I don't talk about my business openly. So I'd rather not comment on that. I respect Femi Adebayo a lot. And I'd be more than glad to have him in the studio. It's just that the way my principles on this job is also something I got from the pilots. In pilots, we have something called no friend, no foe. Means that you stay on point of principle. If you are going to appear on a 9 o'clock program with me, my principle is that I must have spoken to you 10 minutes before the time. Even if it's just the 2 minutes, I tell you about the do's and don'ts. Because this sometimes really, I don't like being distracted. I can't allow you into the studio in mid-sentence, for example. It derails me for the rest of the day. So in doing these things, I don't mean to embarrass such people. Yes, maybe sometimes I could have gotten annoyed, because sometimes you do have somebody that will call me and say, Jimmy, something has happened. A trailer fell, I'm in traffic. I will be late. And such people, you will find that I will say at the beginning of the program, we are expecting him. He's called me. There's a problem. He will be late. So when that person does come in, I'm there. But for me to invite you and 9 o'clock on the dot, you are not here, I don't. It's not the word tolerate. I can't handle it. In reality, I can't handle it. And I take my job very, very seriously. Very, very. There could be a lot of joking, a lot of laughing, a lot of whatever, but I take my job seriously. Yes. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hey, hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, morning.
Happy birthday, Narels. I wanted to sing a happy birthday song for you.
No, that one has gone now. Yeah, talk.
Oh, happy. Okay, Uncle Jimmy, I know you're a lover of music. I'm into music. My name is Godman.
Yes.
I've always wanted to know if you play any musical instruments by any chance.
No, I didn't. And I have my regrets. That's why you find me urging young people to take take advantage of any opportunity that shows. I remember the late Pa Creppy, God bless his soul, my music teacher. I just didn't play an instrument out of being a rebel. You know, I was just a rebel, and I'm a Shangri. And I love to. Today, I miss the fact that I can't play the keyboards and the saxophone. But I don't think I want to start now. I'm not even sure I have the wind. I picked up a baritone sax once in my friend's place in New York one time. As soon as I picked it up, I just put it down, you know. I wonder how Baba Ani carries that thing. I just put it down. Oh, by the way, I'd like to also thank Made Kuti for showing up to honor me. You know, I've told everybody I'm going to steal him from his dad, Femi Kuti. And he was there for quite a while, so I think the process has started. Oh, yeah, let's take another call. Hello, good morning. Morning.
JD.
Ma.
I won't talk to you until I am 70.
Okay.
So the whole world has heard.
Okay.
A couple. How are you doing?
We are talking to me now. No, I didn't. In all honesty, I tried also not to. Before you come all the way from Ikorodu, I tried not to inconvenience anybody,
Are you funny now?
I know
you host. Now you sabi. I know you host me privately sometime when I have the time.
Okay, I will. What is OGBG? What's up with this one? Grandma Ikorodu. You know what? I'll come and host you in Ikorodu.
You hosting one here.
Okay, you want to host in my house? I'm a boy. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean. Oh, yeah, pick the call.
2 women blew you kisses on the birthday.
Two who?
Women.
Morning.
Morning.
Only Eric Moore of Eric Moore.
Hey.
Odogu 1 and 2.
Esquire.
Esquire.
You were right, Esquire.
Happy birthday, sir.
Morning, how are you? Yes.
From
yes.
But Jimmy, my question to you is this. When you wake up that morning and you find out that today I'm 70, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Lastly, I want to say this. You have impacted life. And personally, I'm celebrating you now that you are alive. Because that last year invite to that of 69, I will never forget. Because you took me straight to the future with those that I met in that place. Thank you and God bless you, sir. More grace.
Okay.
God will continue.
Okay. I when I woke up that morning, I don't know what I just wanted the day to come very fast and go, because I'm not one who is. I like very quiet things. It was imposed on me, I must say, by my children. I'm glad they did, but I was in a hurry for it to go, so I can go back to my normal routine. And yes, I'd like to thank Kelvin, who was with me from the Kelvin was with me from the beginning to the end of the day. He was the last man to leave. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, you are one of those that attracted me to Nigerian Info, the morning belt.
Yes.
Because the very first day I heard you commenting on national issues and other things, I see a balance in your analysis, not hiding that I am from a particular tribe and so on. So that made me that every day when you are on air, I always like to listen.
Thank you.
So that because I'm not into all this modern day music and so on, but things that will educate me.
Yeah.
So I want to wish you additional 70 years happy birthday.
So, okay. But what do they say? Back to sender. I wish you had additional 72. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
My name is Babangida. I'm calling from Apapa.
IBB.
Am I? Hello, Farabal originally.
IBB.
Well, I'm so glad. 70 is not a joke, Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah.
And to be sincere, your analysis have been top notch. To be sincere, you are one of the person that encourages me, that make me feel that there's hope in this country. If not, I don't lose hope, Uncle Jimmy. The way you put things, I'm telling you, but the way you put things always makes me feel that yes, there is hope for a common man in this country. And there is one of your proverb or adage, I'll put it, that always makes me laugh whenever I remember it. That if you want a man to go through the window, tell him to go through
That
the
is
door.
Mrs. Fasha, no.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
Mrs.
that
Fasha.
interview you had. Exactly.
Yes.
So that whenever I remember that, I'll say, women, God help
Women,
us.
now, so the woman is a dear Bumi specialist. She said if you want the man to go to the window, show him the door. You know, the man will want to assert himself. Yes.
Exactly. I always laugh. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. You know, I tend to, so I slept at 9 and woke up at about 12 and didn't sleep till daybreak. So I was playing with my phone, you know, looking at Instagram and all these Jagwadantis things. Then I ran into a whole session of scenarios of women who cheated on their men and the men's reaction. He won't die. I think it pains men more than women. So one of these days during Dear Bumi, because Dear Bumi is not every week now, we'll keep changing once in a while and bring up an issue. That if you catch, as a man, if you catch your woman red-handed, what will you do? You know, and there was one, the 5-year-old child, DNA now showed that it was not his. So he had taken the child for the test. He didn't tell the woman. Immediately the woman picked a fight with him that, why did you take the child to go and do DNA? It means that we have trust issues. The DNA is wrong. I saw so many reactions yesterday. I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Don't worry, one of these days during the Dear Bumi, that's what we'll discuss. I intend to have more fun now than to be too heavy on political issues. When 2027 comes, we'll do that. But I intend to let us lighten ourselves a bit. The life is too heavy. Life is too heavy. You don't have money. When you listen to the news, it's all bad news. When you listen to the TV stations, it's all political arguments on some things that are straightforward. You hear some silly things that will irritate you. You know? I hope to discard a lot of that and begin to talk about the things that will make life a bit more pleasant. Because like I heard one of my friends I hear said that after all, Nigeria hasn't become Republic of Congo. That Nigeria is still better than the DRC. One of my friends is quoted as saying that. I felt so bad when I heard that. But that is a reality. It's a reality, you know. And Nigeria hasn't become Republic of Congo. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
Dio here from Surulere. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday once again to you, sir. You've been a source of inspiration to me.
Thank you.
I could recall when the first time I spoke to you during the election, you know, and I think I invited you to an event at the time which you were not able to attend, but I recall all through the words you gave me, the advice, everything, especially for our generation. It's inspiring, sir, to have someone like you still impacting our generation, and I pray that the impact you've left will forever be, and we will take it from where you've left it, and we'll take it further. My question, sir, is all the while you always said that story for another day. So I'm asking, when is this story going to come out? Is it going to be said one of your programs, or you write it in the book?
Tonight. You will hear some tonight.
All right. I look forward to hearing that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Remember, those of you who want to come tonight, there's no jollof rice, so don't go and kill Theology, no. But they have They have, if you've been to Freedom Park, they have places where you can cool yourselves down. But there's no, it's not a party, okay? Let's just get that straight away. It's not a party, so there's no, no, like they say, no shipping. The last question I'll take and then I'll be out of here. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Happy birthday. This Okon from Amuwotafu.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Jimmy, you know, a lot of people call me, okay, the ultimate one-man show. I play one-man band.
Yes.
In a band. So, Uncle Jimmy, I wish if you enter through Amuwo, I'm always at Cotton Top every Sunday.
No, sir. You can't advertise your show on radio.
No, I understand. I know that.
That's unethical.
I really know that.
No. That's unethical. No. I know you didn't say you wise. If I catch you, you pay for that commercial. Is this the African man? I play at Kereko. If you enter, he's even described. You didn't say you wise. Nobody should go there. You have to come and forgive him. Okay, I'll take a last one and I'll go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
My name is Dimeji. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Yes, sir.
I say a very big happy birthday to you, and
sir.
I wish you long life and prosperity.
Yes, sir.
Like in Kegati, you say, may your days be long, like that of Methuselah.
Amen, sir.
In fact, you are an inspiration to the younger ones. I'm not that young, but even up to me, you are still an inspiration. And I always love your program and the way you do your own thing. You are a very, very disciplined man, and you accept that in your program. That is what gives me joy.
Thank you, sir.
And it's a great thing to always meet with you all the time.
And
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The question I want to ask is, there used to be this guy, the representative of the common man, and I've not been hearing
Philip.
Philip.
Philip is fine where he is. In life.
Okay.
Yes, he's fine where he is. He was working for me then, but he's moved on to greener pastures, and I'm happy for him.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You know, in those days, you always
yes, Philip.
Sometimes you have me.
Yes.
And again, I want to ask a question. I know you are a volunteer ambassador of the Nel Fund.
Yes.
But there was there was a news about Nel Fund this morning on your early morning program. That is 7 o'clock.
Yeah, sorry, sir. I have to cut because I have to go.
Maybe I'll call you next time. Maybe maybe on Thursday.
Okay, I have to go, sir. I have to go. I have just a minute.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm sorry I have to go. I'd like to say thank you very much to Dr. Nimi. Dr. Nimi is the family doctor. Abe Akwatira says that I went to school with Idris Aluma. That's why I was calling. Abe Akwatira is my classmate, my very good friend. Who else? Somebody said that. Somebody here says that. Did your friend Femi Pedro organize any party for you? No, there was no party. He said he went past his residence that day and he heard him play. If he had him play music in his house, how does that represent a party for me? All right, we got to go. We'll be here tomorrow, God willing, at 9 o'clock. I'd like to thank Mr. Battles for aiding me in this company. I had to keep switching off his mic as usual. Mr. Battles.
You won't comment on your dress.
No, you won't comment on anything. You're banned.
So that's treboulet that you say is still.
Leave the issue of the treboulet.
Gunpowder is still.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Gunpowder is still smoking.
Coming up next.
Oh
my God, Kofi said. Coming up next is What's Up Lagos. So don't go away. See you tomorrow.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.